And all right, we are live. Well, welcome everyone. Today I wanted to bring on a few lady rock stars here on the team with us, and we will be sharing a little bit of things we wish we would have known when we got first started. And for people that does not know who we are, we will introduce ourselves along the way. So I am Sonia Line, or Sonia Lynn Arsenault, from New Brunswick, Canada, and we've got some ladies here from all across Canada, also half in the States, half in Canada, and then in the UK. So I am so excited because I wish I would have had this type of video when I got started on maybe mistakes that I wish I wouldn't have done, or things that I wish I would have known to make it easier for myself and for my team. So without further ado, I will bring up one of our first guest speakers, and she is a 25K rank, very close to be a 50K rank from Canada. She will be talking a little bit about what she wished she would have done maybe differently, or that she is now doing with her and her team. And I would love to bring the lovely Doris up for a few words with us and share to you guys some of her best tips to get you guys started the right way today.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Sonia, so much for that. And hi, everyone. Yes, I'm in Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. And I've been with My Daily Choice since November of 2017. I came in with the huge wave that hit Canada with CBD oil, and have been just having so much fun with it since that time. And one of the things that I wish I would have done when I very first got started is explored all of the products that My Daily Choice has to offer. The company, Josh is smart guy, in that he is utilizing multiple good quality products to provide us as affiliates with more than one business modality, more than one thing that we get to do or that we can share with customers, which only gives us the opportunity to reach more and more customers. So I always knew that these things were amazing, that there were amazing ingredients, that they did amazing things for people, that they were a good quality product, but I didn't really dive into them when I very first got started. And I think that if I would have, my business would have taken a bit of a different turn. I run a health and wellness clinic, so my intention was always to bring the sprays in eventually, but I wish I would have really spent some time and focused on them as well right at the start, because I think that I may have missed out a little bit business-wise on some of the things that I could have done. And so now we're promoting the sprays here in the store and online, and they're going over just great guns, again, because they're fabulous products. So I'll be completely honest with you, one of my auto ships about 3 months ago was sprays, and I just took them out of the box. I just opened the box like literally about 3 weeks ago. So, but oh man, I've been using brain spray every day for the last few weeks, and seriously, it is amazing in terms of just mental clarity and everything. That I'm way more functional with it than I ever was without. Who knew you could get brain in a bottle? Anyway, that's the thing that I wish I would have known, and I hope that all of you take advantage of the fact that our company is brilliant enough to provide us with multiple modalities to earn income.
Thank you so much for that. I truly appreciate that. I always love listening to you, and I'm happy to see and know that your business is going to be carrying these awesome sprays. And I look forward for more training on how you built in your area also, because we all know that you're rocking it with doing presentations and stuff like that, and educating your team and customers. So congrats to you. For the brain spray, I have to say any networker or busy person should have that in their purse or their pocket. And bringing up our next guest, I'm super excited, and not only for the background we have right now to see behind this lovely lady, but I got to meet some of her team members in Edmonton and see her work her team in a very community type of way, which I'm loving. She's almost a 50K rank now. I have 25K rank. living half, I think, I'll let her anyways say where she's from, but she is half Canadian and living half in the States. And I love that because she's touching both parts with this business, and her team is crushing it. So Teresa Migvetti, please introduce yourself a little bit and share what you wish you would have known when you got started, or you would have done differently with this company.
Awesome. Thanks, Sonia. Yeah, I'm living in beautiful El Dorado Springs, which is just south of Boulder. So I've got this like bird's nest, I like to call it. I just love it up here. You'll probably hear the birds chirping all around me. But I lived in Whistler, British Columbia for 10 years before that. And so most of my network is Canadian. So that's actually why I initially got started with HempWorks, because it was available in Canada. So that just made total sense. And so, of course, it grew very, very quickly. Everyone's ready for that in Canada. So I was very fortunate to have an amazing team. I like to, like you said, it's like a community. We call ourselves the Hemp Hive Collective. It really is a soul tribe of amazing, heart-centered entrepreneurs who are really here to make a massive impact and change in the world. So what I wish I had known, pardon me, I'm losing my voice right now. What I wish I had known when I first started was that I needed 90 BV to keep my executive rank. I came in with a 12-pack because that just made the most sense. I remember Sonia saying, if you're not executive, you're leaving a lot of money on the table, which is true. So it made total sense to me to come in with a 12-pack, be a product of the product, try everything, and have enough to be able to retail those out to the people. So I did that, and I was under the impression, because of duplication, my upline was misinformed that I only needed one product to stay active, which is technically true, but that will demote you to a builder rank. And so that's what happened to me my second month when I was in massive growth. I had a lot happening in my first month, so I, of course, not only earned a lot less, but had to bring myself back up to executive rank. So I did learn something in the process, something I was not aware of before I started, which is that if you have 200 PV, so personal volume, which means 2 4-packs within any calendar month, that will actually bring you back up to executive. So what did I do? I got the 4-pack. And then I got the pack of sprays, because that's also 100 BV for the 8 sprays, but it's actually $50 less. So it was more cost effective for me. And again, product of the product. I got to try some things. I got to give some products to some people who I thought would have some great testimonies, and they did. So in the end, it ended up being kind of a good mistake that sort of ended up showing me what the sprays were capable of, and teaching me that rule in the business, because I don't think a lot of people either know about it. Sometimes it takes months to find out that you don't have to get the 12-pack, you can get 2 4-packs. And just so you guys know, when that happens, anytime you first enroll someone, we get a jumpstart bonus, right? If they continue to buy more packages and products off you, say they decided to go back in and get some sprays, you're still going to get jumpstart bonuses if it's within that calendar month that they purchased. So I think that's really important to know. That's things that I kind of ended up learning quite by accident. So I hope that helps everyone.
It sure does. It brought up a lot of points, and yeah, and I think that most of the mistakes we make are to teach us something, and then that's why we're so good leaders, because we can share with our teams, and then they don't have to make that mistake. So and I truly agree, and there's so much stuff to learn when you get started, so it's hard to teach everything, and it just shows how easy it is to have misinformation, and that's why we're working so hard to have everything one place, and then this is what you need to do, and you guys are going to appreciate what we're putting together for you all. And I like the feedback from the groups, from people commenting, because we're making this for you all from you guys' feedback also, and from our personal experience. So it makes us the best team ever. I just wanted to say I appreciate everyone here. And then we're gonna go with the 2 last speakers, and then I'm gonna touch up a little bit. if I feel there's anything that they missed, but they're touching up some very important points. Next up, I'm going to bring another Canadian lady that I got the chance to meet in my side of Canada in January in Sydney, Nova Scotia. We got to do and throw the first Mdc event. They invited me there. This lady knows how it is to push very hard at the end of the month, and sometimes not hitting goals, but not quitting also. And I'm just super proud because we got a 10K rank here from the Maritimes, Carmel McRury, and she will be sharing just a few tips of maybe things that she appreciates or she wished she would have known differently. So this call is open for whatever tips they would love to share with you if you're just getting started. So Carmel, if you can share a few words, I'd appreciate that.
Thanks, Sonia. Yeah, I'm just outside of Sydney, small little community here, and I jumped on the bandwagon right out of the gates with CBD because I knew just how wonderful the product was. So if I hadn't known when I first started, because I don't have a lot of networking experience, I wouldn't have been so, I guess, talkative about the product on social media. I think for me, when I first started, I was so excited that I just had to tell everybody. And so I didn't really pique the curiosity that I know now I should have done. So when I got started, I was really nervous about doing Facebook Lives. I was just in a shell, I guess. And so I really kind of took the bull by the horns and stepped outside the box and said, you know what, I'm doing this. And I just went full force ahead, learning as I went tips and things that can really help like make your business move forward. So if you're just getting started, try not to be too excited and keep the curiosity at bay so that you will engage your social media. So that was one thing. If I hadn't known then, maybe things would have been different. Who knows? But I think it's a really good tip is to really, you know, keep some secrets. You know, tell a little bit, but just keep some secrets so that you can move your business forward.
I couldn't agree more, and I'm somebody that had to work a lot. I still talk a lot. Can you believe I talk a lot less than I used to? And I scared a lot of people away with talking way too much and not asking enough questions. Very good point, Carmel. Keep leading your team. I'm loving it. I cannot wait to go back and see you all there, and you're doing an amazing job. I love seeing you grow as a leader, and since the few months I've known you, I'm amazed by the changes that you've been doing, so keep it up. I'm happy to have you on board today for you to share that. And we're gonna go right into Belinda, our lovely UK rock star. So Belinda is not only our website assistant that is behind the scenes helping us do all of the things and put together trainings for us. She's doing a lot. She's also leading an amazing UK team now, expanding to other countries. So Belinda, I'd love for you just to share a little bit and she's hit 5K now. I think you're like the second or third person, I think, in the UK. So you are definitely planting the flag and starting the foundation there. And I look forward to see in months and years from now where this organization grows. So share a little tip that could help our new members today on what you could tell them to help with their business.
Thanks, Sonia. Hi, everybody. I'm Belinda Dawson. I'm a 5K rank in the UK. I've been with MDC since September last year. I didn't really start building a team until December because the Hempworks oil launched in the UK in December. So it was mainly for the oil that I needed it. But I did order the spray September, October and November, and I do love the sprays. But what I really want to share with you guys is when I first joined and started, say, working as a business and bringing people in, I wasn't really sure how we got paid. And we all want to get paid, right? And we knew that USA had the direct deposit, but the UK didn't. So I was a bit confused. And then somebody was saying, oh, we can get this Payoneer card and we can just get our money paid onto the card. So I was like, right, okay. So I went into went into the back office, try and find out how we get a Payoneer card. So I went into the settings, the Payoneer instructions are in there. So for the UK, we just need to click on where it says My Earnings, and it takes you to a link that sends you to Payoneer. Then you've got to subscribe and go on payoneer.com and open up an account with them, and then that will send you a Payoneer card to your address. And I think once you get the first $25 into your back office, then you can get that loaded onto your card. But what I wasn't aware of, only until probably a few months ago, is that we could have a bank account loaded onto the Payoneer to send to our bank account, and I didn't even know that. So I suppose once we know how to get paid and we get paid correctly, we can get all our money whichever way we want. So a lot of people in my team were saying, I need it in my bank. So I was like, well, you can't get it in your bank. We can only get it on the card, because that is all I knew back then. So now, and I think it was Adele that told me within my team, said, oh yeah, I've been getting it paid into my bank account. And I was like, okay. You know, and we didn't even know in the UK, because we thought the direct deposit was just for US and we can't get it paid into our bank, but I didn't know Payoneer could pay it into your bank account. So that is brilliant. So a lot of our UK team are now getting it paid into their bank accounts. So that is something I probably wish I would have known back in December when I started building a team. But I didn't have that many people on board then anyway. It was only really February of this year that I started building like crazy, really, and more people kept coming to me, what are you doing? Because I don't really promote the products on my Facebook, on social media, and it's just like a curiosity thing of, oh, what is she doing? What is she selling? What's she promoting her, you know? So I don't go full on. And I think only until I shared my testimony on a live, that is when I started getting lots more interest. And I mean, the CBD has blown me away. I've been looking for something for a few years and researched on a product like this for years. I just think that with you know, you're running a business, you want to get paid. So I just think, you know, as long as people know they can get the Payoneer card and they can get it paid into their bank account, everyone's happy. So that is, you know, one thing I wish I would have known back then, and hopefully everyone will get some good points from that, especially in the UK anyway.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Belinda. And this is the same for all of the international. It's not only, it's out of US, so any other country. And you do have the option when you set up for your Payoneer right away to choose MasterCard or the deposit in your bank account. If you ask support and they tell you it does not exist, direct deposit, it's because they think that you're saying US direct deposit. So change the words if you ever need help for that. It is Payoneer that is paying you in your bank account. So just to clear the confusion. And there's also Credit Wallet. That is another great way that we share in your first month when you get started to change your earnings to go in your Credit Wallet if you don't have the Payoneer set up, because it can take a few days and even a week to get it all set up. And you may need to call your bank to get some information. I know I had to get the right numbers because English, French, Canada, US has different terms for folio, branch, transit, and all of that. So if you need help, just call your bank. They will tell you what you need. And Payoneer is very good. You can't ask My Daily Choice live chat for help for that because it's totally Payoneer, just to give you guys a little heads up. And if you need any help, just reach out to the uplines for that. Thank you all for being here and sharing that. What I will finish up with is I wish I would have known to exactly talk a little bit less, and also to be more confident in my non-success, even if I didn't have any success yet. I remember when I was looking at all the other people's being ranked up, and I thought, why would people join me when I'm not ranked up? And I just started treating myself as I was a super affiliate from day one, even if I had no clue what I was talking about, but I had a vision and I believed in myself. And I believed that if I helped enough people and however I would help them in my life, that they would follow or they would send me the right people along. And that's exactly what happened. So whether they joined, they became customers, or they're referring me people 1 year, 2 years, 3 years later, or in the future, these people I've built myself up. I've branded myself in a way, and now I make it a must to make people feel good. That's one thing that I would love to tell myself when I got started. Stop thinking about the 25 bucks you're gonna make with your next customer. Start thinking about how you can help them. Focus on their issues, their problems, and your bank account is gonna grow a lot more. Another last thing is binary. I put my first top people, 10 people on my pay leg, power leg, or whatever, excuse me, on my power leg where everybody else was coming on. So I did not earn binary for about 5 to 6 months because I had no clue. So that's why we teach you when to get started, to at least put 2 and 2 or 4 and 4 on the left and right legs. And we go over that in the Get Started training in details. So that's my tip, to make sure that you have your legs on alternate and you don't place everybody on one leg. Yeah, unless you don't want binary for a few months. So thank you all for being here. We appreciate you. Welcome to our team, and we have a lot more trainings coming up for you all with different ranks, different leaders, and even some customers that are going to be sharing their results with you all. So thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day. As always, happy, healthy, wealthy. And we are a 500K team, probably a super affiliate team very shortly. So you guys, we are the first of, you know, we're crushing some goals and building foundations within this industry and company. And you're all here at the beginning. So welcome again, and cheers to your success, everybody. Thanks for being here, ladies. We'll see you later. Bye for now.